If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Ready to kick it away to start this game. The ball bounces through the end zone. And it will be a touchback. They'll run it from the gun. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before he picked up the first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The Blue Devils, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. 3:25. To the air, it's McCourty. Makes the catch. All right, guys, let's look at the big picture for Duke. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Tight coverage there did not stop him from making the grab. It's first and goal from the 8.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Gonna look downfield again. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
About that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Firing to the right, complete. At the 40, there he goes. Turning it on. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. They're going to run it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Stanford. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. They emptied the roster, put every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the first down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out. What do you got to do? Find the matchup. Find the speed advantage with one of my wide receivers. Get that good matchup. Get the easy first down. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, it's Douglas. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cardinal! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
The Blue Devils want to pick up the tempo.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. It's McCourty. They're setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Caught over the middle. It's Turner. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And that's what defense is all about, understanding the situation. It's third and long.
Oh, the fake. They snapped it to the up man. He's on the move. And the roll of the dice turns up in their favor as they pick up the first down.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the first down, and the chains are moving.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. He's picked up 48 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. And the Blue Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quick strike complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
29 Philly, 2-9.
Looking to pass. It's McCourty. Quarterback extends the play. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Touchdown, Blue Devils! Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Tennessee is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Neyland and Fulmer and Majors, this has not been a blowout today in Knoxville. They're up by 7 over Ole Miss. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Looking for a deep man. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Blue Devils are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's McCourty. Throws to the tight end. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? They're throwing for it on 4th down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Finds his tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Zings it complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Stanford wants to push the pace. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He's got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Got it set up on the outside. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Ready up.
Wants to adjust the pattern.
Carrier.
Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They're dealing with a second and long.
Here we go. Cut it. Gaucho.
Backs against the wall. He'll let it fly again. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
There's probably a lot of people wondering right now, why do they keep throwing the football when they're backed up so much? But this is actually one of the best places on the field to do that because the defense has to cover so much space, plus oftentimes they're in man coverage. So this is the time to take your shots. They took one there, took a chance deep. It wasn't open. It was incomplete. You got to be thinking on third down coming up now, they're probably going to throw it again.
Looking to the big tight end. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
And the Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Douglas. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his...
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Steps away to find some room. He throws it back to the left, a risky ball. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they
fake it again. Pretty soon you keep faking it. It's not really a fake. They tried to catch him napping on that fake, but turns out they were wide awake.
Man, and you want to catch the defense sleeping, but what a great job by the defense. Staying alert, staying aware. They run the fake punt. They're ready for it. They make the tackle, and they stop them short.
Scanning the field, it's Douglas. Blasted as he lets it go. Got his man downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. Stanford quickly to the line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He's looking to throw. Trying to bull his way in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Snap it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to throw it into the end zone on 3rd down? Wow, look at this. You could take the lead with a chip shot field goal here. Instead, they'll try to finish this drive with a touchdown. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Stanford! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Power football with the run. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Looking downfield, it's McCourty. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Under fire. Hit as he throws. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Blue Devils will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Traore. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
That is a great response by this defense. You know you went into the half, you made some adjustments, talked about, listen, we're not down that much, we're very much in this game, but it starts with the first possession. And how about the first play, they get a sack?
Stanford lines up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Looking to throw, it's McCourty. Here comes the heat. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't. And they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws that usually say big plays on. The receiver gets a step, gets open. That's not one that they usually miss.
It's complete to the left. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the right. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Wants to throw it. Throws to the tight end. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
On the run, fires downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
They'll try the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Duke.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. USC is down right now, but this lead is not insurmountable. This is a program that's produced Keyshawn Johnson and Lynn Swann, so big playmaking is always a possibility. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Blue Devils. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And then the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Traore. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Got his man to the left. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He's going for the big play. Brings it in down the left side. There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cardinal.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. The sure hands, it's Turner. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Looking for a man. It's McCourty. Pocket breaking down. Got a man. It's Montgomery. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. They just keep firing. Gets it out fast. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up. And they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Back to throw, it's McCourty. Snagged out of the air. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the first down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Got his man quickly. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Touchdown, Duke! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Coming out with it, it's Traore. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Open space at the 25. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Stanford wants to push the pace. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. Grabs it inside the 15. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. The corners are walked up tight. Wants to keep it in the air. Looking for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. They'll go to the air. Trying to barrel in. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
He wants to change this route. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. The throw to the outside is complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute. To perfection.
And the Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield, it's McCourty. Finds the tight end. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All 3rd downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
That's such a gut punch if you're the defense because you're trailing in this game. You have got to find a way to get off the field on 3rd down, but you can't stop the quarterback scramble. He's just been making plays in this game in critical moments, none bigger than that one right there with the lead late in the game.
From the gun, the ground game. There he goes. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Blue Devils have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. To throw, it's McCourty. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure...
Gets away from one. Finds some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And the Blue Devils enter the final minute with the lead, trying to run out the clock. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on second down. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They'll stop him just outside the 30 at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for the first down, and now they have a decision to make. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that.